EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present the final major championship of the year. Today, live second round coverage of the Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Keegan Bradley is on top. He's at 6 under par. Round 2 of the Open Championship at St. Andrews. And Frank, as we well know, this course can change dramatically depending on the date. We're curious, how'd you handle this sort of discrepancy in tee times from Thursday to Friday?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Rich. That's what a lot of people don't realize. You can have like what we call early, which is like 6:30 off, first off in the morning, and then you get about 11 o'clock tee off time the next day. Or conversely, you can be just before 11 and then tee off at 4 o'clock. You would think that's the worst possible draw. But sometimes the wind just abates in the afternoon, and you can get very, very lucky with almost no wind for 4 or 5 hours. And that is the key, especially at a golf course like St. Andrews.
That is absolutely fine. This only about 5 feet for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And after opening with a 68, he'll move to 1 under for his round here. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, but it's the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
This one started up the right side. And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. Down on the course, let's check in with modeㅣThe the third.
118 yards to the hole, off to a great start with the birdie at the first, looking to make it 2.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 6 under for the tournament. On the tee box here at the third now, Frank, all of these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured into kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
No, well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. 9 feet remaining here for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. Frank, a much more difficult hole here at the 4th at the old course.
Yeah, that new championship tee is really made for a very hard par 4. 2 ways to play it. Down the right, that's a very, very narrow strip of fairway. Most will go to the left side, a little more conservative. But either way, tough second shot.
I'll tell you, this is shaping up to be some kind of round. Birdies at 1, 2, and 3. And another good tee shot here at the 4th. Perfect spot to play this second. Middle of the fairway. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
$17-foot putt here.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Well read. That's in for a bogey 5. And he's going to fall to 6 under par. Here at the par 5 5th, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The 5th hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Okay, I'll be pretty happy with that one on the green and two, but a long ways. Frank, he'll need to refocus immediately because that's not a guarantee. 2 putts from that distance.
Exactly, Rich. No time to celebrate right now. Grind on that first putt. Get it inside that magic circle. At least try and guarantee a birdie.
Yeah, from that far away, anything inside of 5 feet is pretty darn good. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And that'll move him to 7 under par. Now at the 6th, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. So after that bomb of a drive, this his second to the par 4. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. A look here at birdie.
It's key to keep the pace up. Pretty straight putt, not a whole lot of break.
Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay at 7 under. Heading now to the 359-yard par 4-7. Accuracy off the tee is critical. Best line is a little left of the flag on the 11th green. Biggest issue here is avoiding the shell bunker short of the putting surface. Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker.
Do you want a do-over? Sorry, not allowed.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll remain right where he is. Arriving now at the first of only 2 par 3s at the old course, 166-yard 8th, featuring a high-lip bunker guarding the front of the green that is difficult to hold. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Now Noda, this for birdie.
And a very manageable look here. Just the slightest of movements to the left, but mostly level.
Oh, that looked good the whole way. Very nicely done. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews. And Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this hole is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course. Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
So from the rough, his second at 9. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. That'll mean this is a 32 on the front, 4 under par. As we begin the backside here at St. Andrews, you can really feel the history. This hole named in honor of the legendary Bobby Jones, who won the 1927 Open and the 1930 Amateur. Obviously, 1930 was his Grand Slam year. Retired, by the way, at the age of 28. And then founded and built with Alistair McKenzie Augusta National. So a little bit of history lesson as you play this 340-yard par 4 10th. This started toward the left side. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
One thing I can say is it looks to be almost dead straight, but it's going to carry a good amount of speed as it hits that slope.
This from 7 feet. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. Frank, what are we looking at here at the famed par 3 11th at the Old Course?
Well, the most difficult, there is only 2 par 3s here at the Old Course, and this one's called high, elevated green, and you've got to fly that bunker that protects the front of the green. That's called the Strath bunker. You really take anything on this green. You make a 2 here, you'll make a move on the field.
Okay, that's a good shot. Front left portion of the green and a birdie opportunity coming up. This one of the longest putts you can have on a golf course, though it is for birdie. Oh, and he didn't hit that squarely at all. Good stuff, though it is for a bogey 4. And he's going to fall out of the lead and wind up a shot back. Frank, the charm of St. Andrews, the history of the old course, it all sort of comes into view here at the 12th, doesn't it?
Yeah, very pretty hole. Eden Estuary to the right. Obviously a nice view of the township of St. Andrews in the distance. But long hitters can just lick their chops and have a crack at this green. All they've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker short. But either into the breeze, or if you're not a long hitter, you've got to worry about those 4 bunkers that are well placed smack bang in the middle of this fairway.
It seemed like the smart play was to go with the 3-wood, hoping for a little more accuracy, but instead, this is going to be in the bunker. So, Iona, this a second from the bunker.
Yeah, and it was a bullish tee shot trying to find its way to the green, but it's been caught out in this pot bunker. Not going to be easy, but certainly a chance of getting birdie.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Oh, how about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie. And he's going to move to 4 under par, just 1 shot off the top spot. Now the par 4 13th, and again, Frank, it's all about avoiding the bunkers.
Yeah, another hole that forces you to go either right or left of something that you can see. The 2 bunkers called the coffins right up ahead. You can also go beyond those, and if you do, then you've got a much shorter shot in, but you've got to avoid those fairway bunkers. They are very costly.
Oh, that is way right.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Ball above his feet here as he decides how to play his second.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realise if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
Nah, that's a little timid, maybe a shake of the head there. That needed a bit more. Well judged, that is in for par here at 13. And he'll remain one shot back. Frank, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14?
Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pot bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the 4th fairway. That's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
How good is that, Frank? You know, to make a score, you have to make a shot, and that was some shot.
And it came right out of the middle of the club. That is truly a great shot.
Well, you don't see this very often. A tap-in eagle following a sensational second shot to this par 5. One of the things I always loved about links golf is that you're not aiming at a flagstick or a tree, but sometimes you're aiming for a steeple in the distance, and this is a good example here at the 15th.
Yeah, the church steeple is the exact line off the tee. That gives you sort of the center of the fairway. Really, you don't have to be overly bold off the tee. This is about just finding a nice flat lie for that second shot, because this is another difficult green that's well protected by just one little bunker that's in the front left that you don't think comes into play. But if your second shot doesn't land the right distance, more often than not, it just gets swallowed up by that.
And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, you know, it's all very well having distance off the tee, but the old course, she's a canny old bird and she's still got a few tricks up her sleeve.
Now, that was a tough shot coming out of the fairway bunker, so really, all in all, that's an excellent approach.
Now this for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and the lead's going to remain 2. Frank, the 16th hole, famous for the principal's nose, and I can't help but think of Mrs. Hartman in 4th grade.
Well,
She didn't like us.
I don't know how Mrs. Hartman would have played this hole, but she would have been wary of the out of bounds on the right. And that's why the general consensus is you not only avoid the principal's nose, but you hit the tee shot a little bit further left. It might lengthen the hole, but it is certainly the more prudent strategy. Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Ball appears to be sitting up here in the rough at the 16th hole. Decent lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot.
This is why so many players today favour distance. Good tee shot down there, nice and close to the green. Even though it's coming out of the rough, excellent chance for a birdie.
That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday. Frank, this is sort of bizarre. You're standing on the tee at the road hole, one of the most famous par 4s in the sport, and you're aiming for a hotel?
Well, you're aiming over a series of letters that say the Old Course Hotel. If you can hit it exactly over that U, then you will be in the right place, which hopefully is down the middle of the fairway. You avoid that heather on the left. That bunker up ahead, the road hole bunker, you remember David Duval? He got stuck in there. Years ago, Tommy Nakajima, he could hardly ever get that ball out, and in the end succumbed, I think, to double figures. So the hole has more than one way to trap you, so stay away from the road on the road hole.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So the great tee shot left him here, now his second from relatively close range. And that will make it onto the putting surface, but ultimately, not a real good shot. Tell you what, lag putting, such an underrated part of the game, and that is well done there. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Well, this is one you just want to soak in. Pull out your phone, take some pictures. The R&A clubhouse in the distance. It is not a long hole by any stretch, just 357 yards, and it's wide open. The Valley of Sin, maybe you drive it down there. When you walk over the Swilcan Bridge, you're going to stop, you're going to take some pictures, and you're going to tuck those away for a long time. This is a special finishing hole. It's not just a hole, it's an experience. This looks really good. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Now, to possibly finish this round in grand style, a long look for eagle. Chance now for another birdie. Nope. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And this will be even better than yesterday's total. It is a second round 65. Well, it's a tournament full of storylines, but our featured golfer here, on top of that famous yellow leader